So I'd like to call to order this regular council meeting of the town of Saugeen Shores. And the first order of business is a declaration of pecuniary interest. I want to remind you of your responsibility. The next item is additions, deletions, or amendments to the agenda. And we have nothing under that. So the next item then is adoption of minutes, and there's a motion that has been moved by Councillor Matheson, seconded by Councillor Mike Myatt. The council will adopt the minutes of the council meeting of April the 10th, 2017 as presented. If there's any errors or omissions or comments, all in favor? It's carried. Next is the committee of the whole minutes, and it's been moved by Councillor Minaj, seconded by Councillor Grace. The council note and file the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting of April the 10th, 2017 as presented. Any comments, errors, omissions, all in favor? It's carried. Next item is a planning report. Sorry. There it is. Okay, this is the planning report on 5.1. It's been moved by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau, second by Councillor Rich. The council will adopt the planning report dated April 18th, 2017, recommending that the increases in height for non-residential or mixed-use developments are appropriate when satisfactorily addressing the matters contained herein, and council support staff by expressing a willingness to engage in using height relief as a development option to be considered. Comments? Vice Deputy Mayor Huber.
Just as a point of order, since Councillor Rich and I were not present, would it be more appropriate to have a seconder? Is that an issue at all?
That's appropriate. No, he can second. Yeah, he can second this. Yeah. Okay. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. So the next item then is the staff report. It has to do with the capital project from the Port Algonquin wastewater plant outfall. And it's been moved by Councillor Minaj, seconded by Councillor Grace, that Doug Welsh Construction be awarded the contract for the Port Algonquin wastewater treatment plant outfall tender number 2017-6410-5500 in the amount of $169,420.11 plus applicable tax, HST, and that the mayor and clerk be authorized to sign the necessary tender documents. Questions, comments? Excuse me. Councillor Dave Myatt.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and through you. I know it's very late in this process, and we're at the point of awarding the tender for this project, but I'm going to take my last stab at expressing my displeasure with the way that this project was initiated and put through. In that, and I took the opportunity when the time came, probably a year ago now, I'd have to refer to my notes, that this wastewater, the people who built this wastewater plant 50 odd years ago had the forethought to put in a long section of pipe so that the discharge would be into the main and much larger stream of the Saugeen River. And they did that for a reason. They did that at a time when environmental laws and regulations were not nearly as stringent as they are today, but they spent the extra capital cost and they put that extra 600 feet of pipe in there. And here we are at this point in time saying that we don't need that extra pipe and we're going to dump it into the much slower and at times barely minimal flow of Mill Creek, which despite what we heard from some experts on the subject, is a migratory route for several species of fish. Included in that is rainbow trout, although maybe not. It's not the desire of the ministry to have them spawning on that river. They do come up that river. The suckers come up that river. The pike and the muskies and the walleye, they all come up that river. And we're going to put in the water, and certainly the discharge from the sewage plant is within the regulations, and I've seen the color of the water. It doesn't look a whole lot different than the water that we get out of the tap, and it's disinfected and it's all that, but it's not a natural flow of water, and we're going to be diluting that stream to the point where I think it's going to disrupt the natural wildlife, and the people that own the land that pipe is now under, that it's going to be abandoned. I believe that we owe a responsibility to them to return that land to the way that they allowed us to use it 50 years ago. I don't see that as being part of the contract, the remediation plan, and I'm just dumbfounded that we could get to the point where we're gonna do this, and that I just feel it's overlooking some serious environmental problems, and I apologize to the Director of Public Works for not giving her a prior heads up that I was going to bring this up, but this project obviously predates her employment here, so I'm just taking the opportunity to express my displeasure, and I will be voting against this. Thank you.
I just want to comment to it. I mean, this went through a class environmental assessment. That is the process that looks at all those inputs and looks at all the mitigation measures from a number of experts and a number of things. It works all over the province. I know it's sometimes you may disagree with it, but it works. And I think the result or the recommended solution when the EA talked about mitigation, that there was not going to be likely any serious damage there. So, Councillor Minaj.
Mr. Mayor, I guess I have a couple of questions, maybe a comment. So one of them would be, can we keep bringing these staff reports forward with the amount that was budgeted? So are we dealing with the amount that was budgeted for this project in 2015? What was the budgeted amount then? Because here we are in 2017. Was it reasonable to expect that budgeted amount could be exceeded by certain amounts of percentages over two-year period? So the first thing is, can we see the budgeted amount in the future? So what is the budgeted amount? That would be two questions. And then it's my recollection that we discussed this at length as well at the time, and in the right process and the right authority that said, notwithstanding changing this pipe, we will check the creek and sample and check the creek for natural changes, if any, and have a report back. Is that still the case? Thank you.
It was included in the environmental assessment. Yes, it will be. Deputy Mayor Charbonneau.
I would like an answer to the question posed by Councilman Minaj on the budget number. I'd just like to know how much money we budgeted over 2016-17 for the project. Does somebody have that number?
Mr. Mayor, I don't have the numbers to the decimal point, but I know 2017 we had 147,000 budgeted. In 2016 we had around 200,000. We spent around 70,000. So we have a significant surplus from 2016 to apply. Can I just add to Councillor Myatt's comment? The pipe that goes to the Saugeen is remaining as an overflow. So when work needs to be done on this outfall pipe, we will have the secondary pipe under the Saugeen still in effect that we are still allowed to discharge through. So the remediation, that's why it's not in the tender.
Okay. Any further questions? All in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. The next item on the agenda is Economic Development Report. And it's been moved by Councillor Rich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau, that Council adopts the Economic Development Report dated April the 24th, 2017, recommending that the Economic Development Advisory Committee's revised mandate be approved. Did you want to speak to it, John?
Sure.
Yeah.
After one must start, for sure. So this is an update to our mandate. Our committee received it very well. And it shows where we're going to go over the next couple of years. It shows what we're going to do, and really kind of a lot of support for Jessica. A lot of great work. I don't know if anybody's paying attention. We hope that this mandate provides clear direction, and our work plan will be finalized. The committee will include to support the nuclear industry, of course, tourism and agriculture. Saugeen Shores remains a community full of all outcomes can call home.
Thanks, John. Vice Deputy Mayor Huber.
thank you. It's a question, is the mandate that's included in our agenda, is it the old one or the revised one? I seen something that looked a little different from this. Was it further revised? I guess what I saw initially, the Chamber of Commerce membership was changing. But this one shows that there's still a member appointed from the Chamber of Commerce. Was that an update from something I'd seen previously?
Yes, I will comment to that. There wasn't any change to the committee composition. I'm not sure what you saw, but the members that were on the old mandate are included on the new mandate.
Deputy Mayor Charbonneau.
Change that the Vice Deputy Mayor is referring to was in terms of staff support for the committee. There was previously a line in there for Chamber of Commerce staff support, actually enumerated, and that was removed from the mandate.
Okay. Oh, any further questions? All in favor? Opposed? If any, that's carried. Well, the next item on the agenda then is bylaws, and the first one is to stop up and close lane for Harvey, and it's been moved by Councillor Mike Myatt, seconded by Councillor Madison, that bylaw 34-2017, being a bylaw to stop up and close to public travel a lane on registered plan 368 is hereby read a first, second, and third time. Finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Any comments to the motion or bylaw? All in favor? Carried. Next one in is a bylaw to authorize an agreement to purchase this sale with Harvey, and it's been moved by Vice Deputy Mayor Huber, seconded by Councillor Minaj, that bylaw 35-2017, being a bylaw to authorize the acquisition and disposition of land, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Any comments or questions? All in favor? It's carried. Next item then is bylaw 2017 budget and final tax levy, and it's been moved by Councillor Dave Myatt, seconded by Councillor Grace, that bylaw 36-2017, being a bylaw to adopt the municipal budget and to provide for the final tax levy and collection of rates and levies for the town of Saugeen Shores for the year of 2017, and to provide for the mailing of notices demanding payments of taxes for the year 2017, and to provide for penalty and interest, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Questions? Comments? All in favor? Carried. Next item then is a rezoning for Deer Run Court bylaw, and it's been moved by Councillor Grace, seconded by Councillor Dave Myatt, that bylaw 37-2017, being a bylaw to amend zoning bylaw number 75-2006, being the comprehensive zoning bylaw to the town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, for the lands described as Town Plot 21, South Huron, Town of Saugeen Shores, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. The next one is to authorize subdivision agreement for Woodlands of Summerside Phase 2, and it's been moved by Councillor Dave Myatt, seconded by Councillor Grace, that bylaw 38-2017, being a bylaw to authorize the entering into of a subdivision agreement with Snyder Development Corporation Incorporated, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. The next item is an authorized site plan agreement for Woodlands of Summerside Phase 2, and it's been moved by Councillor Minaj, seconded by Vice Deputy Mayor Huber, that bylaw 39-2017, being a bylaw to authorize the site plan agreement with Snyder Development Corporation Incorporated, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Any questions? All in favor? That's carried. And the final one is authorizing a pre-service agreement with Barry's Construction, and it's been moved by Councillor Grace, seconded by Councillor Dave Myatt, that bylaw 40-2017, being a bylaw to authorize the agreement with Barry's Construction and Insulation Limited, is hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. Questions, comments? All in favor? Opposed? That's carried. It's been moved by Councillor Dave Mayette, second by Councillor Grace, that council move into a closed to public session in accordance with bylaw 63-2016 under section 3.8.2B regarding personal matters about an identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employee, regarding the CAO's update on organizational matters. All in favor? Carried. It's been moved by Councillor Mattis and second by Councillor Mike Mayette that council rise from closed to public session and resume the regular council meeting. All in favor? That's carried. It's been moved by Councillor Mike Mayette and second by Councillor Madison that the bylaw 41-2017, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the council of the town of Saugeen Shores, hereby read a first, second, and third time, and finally passed and sealed this 24th day of April 2017. All in favor? It's carried. It's been moved by Councillor Rich, seconded by Deputy Mayor Charbonneau, this regular council meeting of 24th of April 2017, hereby adjourned at 10:17. All in favor? We're adjourned. It'd be good. We get the Memorial Cup. Oh yeah, I'm fine. How about you? Yeah, yeah. I admire you for what you